All right, welcome back, y'all. So I'm just gonna do these little mini clips, all right? Because I feel like these are some things I just need to get off my chest. I want to say if Solomon is who Solomon, again, let's go ahead and look beyond the veil. Let's go beyond man and these documents. Now, again, these documents should be legit. If people have, agreed on the wedding, whatever certificate and everything like this, we already know what it is. We already know what it's for. All right. I'm not knocking any of that. What I'm saying is, with this new beginning and these particular times to be fruitful, all that shit kind of went out the door, regardless if you have it or not. Do you see what I'm saying? See, because what I feel, again, when it comes to the Islamic energy here, okay, what I feel, all right, definitely powerful women have to shut up because they're going to talk about the fact that little girls should not be being married to no fucking grown man. I'm going to just tell you that right now. These may be cultural differences, but we may have gotten this wrong. This may be talking about, all right, even in the Tanakh, possibly, okay, when they're talking about the 3-year-old daughter is sufficient for a wife or some shit like that. This may be talking about, this make me think about Keith Sweat's song, you're not a little girl, you're a woman. This is talking about begotten daughters. It may not be that much of incest then, okay? I'm just saying, because begotten could be adopted, orphanage, whatever. Women, again, that are daughters that you took in. Could be from other nations or your own. But when we're talking about this, pedophilia, okay, this could also be the communication or the engagements that are going on with women that are youthful in their birthing of nations, or again, like I told y'all the other day, the analogy of being a baby bird that somebody might have thought was the ugly duckling but became the beautiful swan because somebody wanted to even be bogus enough to even take and throw this baby bird out of the nest before it even was ready to fly or use its wings, right? Which maybe led to abrasions and bruises and bumps and, being vulnerable or being left out, abandonment. Also allowing other energies to come in and penetrate that person's energy, okay? Possibly. So this could also be talking about, like I said, people that know that the children, and then that's why all the children that were 2 and under were to be killed. But I'm thinking this is talking about 2 years of birthing nations. Again, let's think about that. Even this particular spiritual growth or whatever, this ascension got real heavy and crazy and changed my whole life 2 years ago. You see what I'm saying? So thorns and thistles thou shall grow. And then also the energy of, and I feel like this is just a curse that somebody put on somebody that actually maybe didn't even do this particular thing, but possibly they wouldn't know. You don't know why these things. Nobody comes to you and say, this is because of this thing that you did. No, these people have just been misusing and abusing their power, I feel. Some of them. Some of these earthly masters. And they say honor them, but if they're not honoring you and if they're not treating you some kind of way, then you have to question things. All right? Governors or these people over your houses or somewhat, okay? Excuse me. So the thing about me being the energy that I am is you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. You have these gifts. So again, somebody wants you to slip up. So just like they wanted Yeshua to slip up so that they can end up putting you in some type of institution, or they could, go ahead and end what they started with the crucifixion, okay? This is just the thing. We're just thinking out loud. So one group of people, excuse me, is waiting for me to admit the fact that I have a companionship that may have even been first engaged at a young age by God, but some people knew about this and chose to use science, possibly laboratory energy here, to try to cultivate or what is that called? A culture in like a little dish, a petri dish or whatever, okay? So this is someone that tried to and also capitalize on what was going on here. So we go back to ancient antiquities, Ashtoreth, okay, and we know Isaiah and them wanted to cut down anything that has to do with Ashtoreth. That's plain old, pure, so-called possibly white American American God energy, because she had those dual relationships. A lot of these women, Cleopatra, she had different, but I feel like we're forgetting about what this is. It says love all, right? Okay, so why then is it a problem if a feminine does love all? Maybe she loves four men. Maybe four men give her what she needs in order to birth her nation. Why take that away? Because, that's what I'm saying, because they don't want you actually to be able to birth that nation. Because again, that's not saying that these women were sleeping with all these men. These may have been companions or friends of theirs. You see what I'm saying? Because again, these women could have been that brightest star, right? On that star card, okay? And the 3 could have been also their mask. The 6th star could be, masculine or feminine energies or whatever that who have come to assist them. So imagine those people turning against this person or leaving this person out of the meetings, not allowing them to have a seat on the board, okay? And they're making all these decisions for somebody that is one of the most highest ranking people in the company. That don't make no sense. Somebody lying. That don't make no sense. But I think Source gave them just enough rope to hang they damn selves. And to show me, okay. But it's also hiding something behind the fact that there is an innocent man somewhere back here that may even resemble this man. This individual that I haven't met in the 3D yet, to my knowledge. But me speaking about these energies is God speaking to you about speaking to his fucking angels or her angels. God speaking to children, other people. Do you see what I'm saying here? People want to act so open about relationships, open about this, open about that. But when it comes to the truth, nobody want to hear it. That's like you sitting there accusing God. That's like you saying that God is a, now we already did adultery and all these, we broke these down in etymology. You could do it on your own. All right. The sexual immorality has more to do with making ties with other and covenants with other people when you're supposed to be leading this pack. But you're giving to and going to and pillow talking with your wife's enemy. That's like somebody messing with Queen Mary and Queen Elizabeth and going back and forth. And just, you know what I'm saying? You're going to love one and hate the other. One you might feel like you're getting everything from, but this heavy sorcery and spell work being done on that side. And the other one, you're not even able to contact that person, or you may be intimidated by that person, or whatever powers that are around you don't want you to have something to do with this person. So they're keeping you separated. So again, you have to just really think about that I'm just saying, you don't have to do shit, but I'm just saying, think about it that way. Because they already know that in real life, one go in real life, it's a wrap. And I mean, I'm not talking about necessarily even having to make it to a bed. I'm talking about they know that when these two people meet in person, something is going to be ignited just by them looking into each other's eyes. This is why they burden and put all the weight on the empress, the real empress, while they sneak the other one around in society and start showing them off, all in plans to chop off the head or take the power away from the real empress. When all they had to do was invest in the real empress. That could just be time. It could be finances. It could be spiritual something. It could be advice. It could be anything. But nobody should have to go through the type of communication. It's fucked up as low vibrational. And this would make me think it's got to be jealous or envious or some other kind of energy here. It's not. Because when Source tell me something, it's very fucking clear. So I know that the energy I'm dealing with is not the author of confusion. And I know that Satan is going to be coming probably fine as hell. Okay?